and I grew up here, just figuring shit out, trying to live the military life, but we're just making it through. And I've known these guys since I was a kid, and I think that the stories that we have and the things that we will say could change something someday, whether it's something in our generation or it's something small, with just making someone's day or making a change in what we say and the topics that we talk about. And I'm just hoping that it can reach someone where it can help them.
Making somebody laugh, it makes me feel good. Knowing that somebody thinks that we're funny.
Yeah. I think it's kind of weird that people don't, everyone's so gloomy recently with all this COVID shit, and I mean, obviously it's a sad or worse time, but I feel like people should be optimistic, should be happy for what they have currently. I don't think people have enough gratitude nowadays, at least people around.
Yeah, a lot of people around here are a lot more fortunate than they really think that they are, because they're leading decent lives and they've got good things going for them. And I think people really need to just take a minute, just reflect on everything that they've done, everything that they have, everything they have to look forward to. Yeah, it's really humbling when you take a look back and see who you once were and how far you've come. The
kind of person you've grown to be.
Yeah. And I think all of if anyone is struggling out there with any financial issues or mental issues, or even dealing with a family member in sickness or something, I wish you the best, and you can get through it. We all can get through it. There's always someone else who's lived what you've gone through, so don't ever think you're alone. If you need to reach out to somebody, reach out to somebody. But mental health is a serious problem. And not only that, financial issues, all that, very serious problems that people don't take nearly as seriously as they should. So, just be grateful.
Don't be scared to ask for help.
Of course, yeah. And always be grateful for the people that you have, because if you have good people in your life, you should be very grateful for that. And Mother's Day is actually coming up. That's something that you should be very grateful to your parents. And that's another thing that people throw, like kill yourself or I'm gonna kill myself very easily around these days. And it's kind of disrespecting the life that your parents gave you. It's a blessing to be here as a person, to be conscious. And I think people just waste it, I think that if they... What were you going to say?
Oh, nothing. I was just breathing real hard. Don't worry about me. I'll stand there.
Dang, bro, you taking all my damn air then.
My bad.
Man, fuck you need air for?
Since I was presented the opportunity, I really do think mental health needs to be talked about more. A lot of people don't realize that people are going through some shit just all the time. Reach out to somebody. Hell, Mother's Day is coming up. Reach out to your mom. See what's been going on with her. She's probably going through a lot more than she'll tell you. And anything that you know. And it's important, because parents don't really get that much assistance from the people around them. They're expected to just do it all themselves, maybe with the other person, whether that be a second mother or whatnot. But it's I don't know why I went that direction.
Yeah.
And another thing about the mental health, your parents should never have to bury you before they die. It's just, it hurts to know that your mom is going to die before you, but it's just life. It's not right if you have to get buried before your parents do, because
Well, yeah,
unless
I
you're
mean,
fighting.
that it should keep you from not doing stupid shit, just keeping yourself, and you should really care about your own health because it can definitely affect the people around you. Your family, of course, how your parents would feel. And even if you think your parents don't care, they definitely do care. They always gonna care, your parents.
Yeah, there's a certain bond between parent and child that just it goes way deeper than anything that can be done or said. It's always going to be there, and they're always going to be there for you. It's just a matter of reaching out.
Yeah, and I think when you get to a certain age, you kind of, I feel like you could connect with your parents a lot more. Like if you're in the age gap of 17 to 20, let's say, right? I think that this is a great time for you to talk to your parents because it is a amazing time to really connect with them, and they understand what you went through, man. And you start to see them more as people, like less as parently figures, but they're still your parents. But you see them more as people, and you can sympathize and you can understand where they're coming from when they tell you what they tell you. Of course, everyone has a different parent dynamic, parent kid, but it's always good to have a good bond with your parents because you never know when things could go south or a bond could be broken, and things happen, man. Life happens. So you can't stay stuck on the negative. You always have to stay on the positive. And if you're always stuck holding a grudge against your parents for something they did or grounding you, they're doing it because they think it's right for you. And they think it's good for you. And they're not just trying to be rude. Now, like I said, everyone has a different dynamic, but just reach out. It's always good to talk and always good to let that out if you're having any mixed emotions about a family member or even your parents, your mother, your father, everybody.
Yeah, and a lot of people, have bad relationships with their parents as well. Like it happens just because of the way that they are and the way that both of them are, and things that happen end up getting driven apart. But that's a shitty ass circumstance. And I'm really sorry to anybody who has that going on, like abusive household or anything like that. But that relationship is really important, and I think it's something that should definitely be held close.
And you should, I think that we take the older generations too lightly, we treat old people as if they're old cars, that they're replaceable, and when they die off, we're just gonna live a better life. And I think that's a bad mindset, in China or in Japanese culture, in Asian culture, they respect elders, and I like that. I really do like that because when you can learn something from someone who's much more intelligent than you, that's why they say surround yourself with intelligent people. It's to learn. And if you think of it, that old person that you see as an old car has been through miles, man. Has been through fucking miles and has seen things that you can never imagine. And that is why we need to cherish the older generation and cherish their knowledge and learn at all times. We always have to learn, and they've been what you've been through, believe it or not. So if you just ask, I can 10 times out of 10, they're 10 times smarter than you, and they know much more than you.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's all about the smarts. I think it's more of with age comes wisdom, and experiences.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily a measure of intelligence so much as it is you've seen enough to know more than you know. That was the
Yeah.
worst analogy I could have possibly used. But long story short, it's, the older you get, the more you know just about the world and the way things work. And the older generation, the baby boomers, if you will, I don't know what's after that immediately. But,
Yeah.
those, they know a lot and they've been through a lot. And their wisdom is something that really should be shared.
Mhm.
Be
And
cherished.
on that topic, but them not being, I am a firm believer in, you can be smarter than anybody, no matter your age. It's just about you know, your viewpoints, your ideology, your morals, your ethics. But yeah, the older generation, man, they know their shit. And what the fuck was
Oh, that was my chair, my bad.
It sounds like somebody just punched their fucking mic.
Like it's creaky.
It didn't sound like a creak. It sounded like a. I don't know how to fucking make that noise. Jade just boned your mic.
A
Here, you want me to
fucking
you want me
bomb?
you
What
want
the
me to
fuck?
make the noise again? Hold on, I got you.
No.
Oh, I won't do it again.
But yeah, the older generation really should be cherished and appreciated
Yeah.
for. I mean,
And
odds
you
are
say?
your grandparents fucking spoil you. Like my grandma, she fucking teaches at the University of Chicago, and oh boy, she gives me. I think it was $20 until you're 15, and then it's like 50 or 70. I don't remember, but she gives us bank, and we really don't appreciate it.
And old
You know?
people are a lot nicer. Like, old people have found. Well, I wouldn't say all. I'd say a lot of them are bitter. But when you look at just a bunch of older people, that are actually wise, not the, the old ones that are bitter. But they found clarity through the storm, and they've lived through a whole generation. So they've found that peace. That's something I strive to find, that inner peace with myself. Because the world right now is just full of so much hate and pain that, it's easy to lose focus of the good. It's easy to lose focus of what's important.
It's really important to be really secure in who you are as a person, not just mentally or physically, but really spiritually. I mean, you can get into all the religion things and a whole bunch can branch off that, but I think spirituality, not just in a religious context, but just in a enlightenment sort of way is really important to maintaining a positive state of being. I sound like a health guru.
Yeah. No, it's good though. It's good for that. For people to hear that, even though shit is all wrong right now, there can be right.
Yeah, everything can be going wrong and everything can be going to high hell, but you're still you, and that's what's important. And that's really something I strive to keep in my mind as well.
It's also something a lot of people struggle with, understanding that through all the rain, through all the good days, through all the bad days, in the end, you fought all those battles, and you won. So why would you quit? Just keep pushing. If you keep going, you're gonna succeed in your life. But if you're just gonna do nothing, then you deserve the shit life gives you.
Yeah. And I mean, life is what you make of it. But you always have to keep track of what's important to you. I always say that you have to materialistic things, man. Like the other day I was working and it was like the last 10 minutes of my shift and I bent over to get some fucking pans or some shit and my AirPod fell into the goddamn water. The dirty, greasy ass water. And I didn't care. That's like $80 right in the drain. But you know, you always get paid. You can get another one. And even if I broke my phone, man, like yeah, I'd have to go without a phone for a while, but you can't focus on those things for too long because when material holds you back from, loving something or really just putting into perspective what's important to you and what you can sacrifice is the way you find some sort of peace in the world, and maybe that's just the first step. So hopefully we can all do that someday and stop worrying about who has the better car or better shit.
Yeah, it's a lot like what my dad says all the time. It's just things. Like at the end of the day, materialistic goods are just that. Materialistic goods, nothing more. The only thing you really need is just be secure in who you are, and that'll get you through almost anything. Of course, having money helps, but homeless folks living great lives. I see them all the time. They're chilling because they know what they have and they know who they are. They're living good. Well, some of them, I should say. That certainly doesn't apply to everybody.
And the people who say that money can't buy happiness, I wouldn't feel like shit if I was rich as hell. I'd get almost anything I wanted to.
Yeah, money certainly helps.
Like Matthew said, it's just stuff. You can't get attached to inanimate objects.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's people who get plenty attached to some inanimate objects. There's that TLC show, like guy having sex with a car.
Bro, it was
He's
one
pretty
time
attached.
sex doll, bro. It was one fucking time. All right, you don't have to say shit.
This guy who's in a committed relationship with his car.
Yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck was it?
He loves his car, like he's genuinely in love with his car.
Yeah, he fucked it. He fucked his car.
Yeah.
And he fucks that car. I don't know where he puts it. I think he jerks off in the car, he said.
I think
the exhaust. What are you talking
about?
Yeah,
the exhaust pipe.
Some lube in the exhaust. You just grease that bitch up.
That's like, you've got to get an infection in your dick after that. There's no way you don't.
No.
Hey, bro.
Fuck the tailpipe.
Life finds a way, okay?
Life finds a way, man.
Smart car pops out the trunk. Like,
for little tykes,
bro, survival of the fittest,
motherfuckers.
And then
survival of the fittest.
And then another thing, wasn't there a bitch on there who ate rocks?
Yeah,
that was a different show, but yeah.
My Strange
There was some girl that watched.
That show is so.
Yeah, some girl ate drywall. Like
fucking
the girl. Oh, did you see the
from
bitch
her couch?
You see the girl that what's it called? She ate her husband's ashes.
Oh yeah.
That's a little weird.
Wow. Like, I thought it was weird that she carried it around everywhere.
It's like,
and
okay,
then she started eating it. It's like,
eating it?
Bitch, this is not fun dip. You don't dip your finger in this thing. Like,
what? You're eating the person. You are
literally eating your husband. Maybe you think it's a blowjob or something, but no, you're eating him, bro.
Speaking of dead husbands, did you know that there is actually a condition called broken heart syndrome, which it's not what you think it is. It's not a physical breaking, but there's this case that I heard of recently where this woman admits to a hospital once a year I think it was like April, with chest pain, and she throws out like an EKG that shows up VTAC, which is like super scary because that shit is like would kill you, but she's fine. But it just happens, and it just so happens to be the year that her and her now since passed husband, he died. And it's crazy. And that's a real thing.
Another thing, isn't there like, I don't know if it's real or not, but supposedly there's strings in your heart that if you get too emotionally distraught, they can break and your heart can actually fail.
I've heard about that. Mm-hmm.
It's
like you can actually, like, if someone dies around you, like a husband or wife, you can actually die if you're old enough, I think. Well, I mean, you can be any age, but if your heart's weak enough, then you can fucking die from that. Like, it's sad.
Yeah, any kind of stress. It doesn't even have to be heartbreak. It's just like extreme stress. If you've got a weak heart, strong heart, even, the young, it doesn't matter. Any amount of stress, and your heart just like gives out, which is like spooky to think. So we're real fragile.
Yeah, speaking of like
glass meat sacks.
When my great grandfather passed, I forgot how old he was, but my great grandmother, she started developing dementia, and it got so bad to where we had to put her in a home, and then she passed shortly after that. But I believe that it had something to do with my great grandfather passing. It was her with her dementia developing.
Yeah, and it's always about how strong either your will or your heart, your body can take it. Like my grandfather died I think it was 2 years ago, 2.5, and he actually had 2 heart attacks without knowing that he had heart attacks.
Fucking trooper.
Yeah, and then he underwent like I think he like passed out one day, and then they took him to the hospital, and within like I think 3 months or so, he had undergone 7 surgeries. So his body was just fucking deteriorated, man. And I remember seeing it. It was really sad to see, because he lost all his weight, man. Like, he used to be a bigger guy, but he got down to like, I don't want to like say anything wrong, but a really, really skinny. And the thing that made him get better was CBD oil, actually. That was what was making him go get better. And then one night he just passed away in his sleep, so I guess his heart gave out or something like that. Yeah, that was rough. Because when you see that, it's like, man, you went through all of that. You went through all the surgeries, and then that happens, and it's like, fuck. Like, really?
Another thing, like, with surgeries, Albert Einstein, I don't remember what he had, but he was, I think he had something on his liver, but he refused to get surgery because he didn't believe in artificially prolonging your life. Like, if you're gonna die, then you're gonna fucking die,
I mean, that's
one
thing. That's how I like to do it. I mean, like, believe it or not, I don't have it officially yet, because but like, at some point, I'm gonna go through the process of just getting the DNR, because like, if I die, man, it's my time. It's not something I need to stop. I'm gonna organ donate for sure, because I believe in that shit. But if I die,
that's the realization everyone has to fucking come with, man. Like, you realize that humans or just humans, we're such fragile creatures, very fragile, and to the natural dangers, to the other dangers of people, to just everything, man. We're so fragile, and anything could happen. And I think people are very afraid of it, and I think throughout our life we have to come to peace with it. It's a part of life, and it's something that's going to happen to all of us whether we like it or not. And us being young, it's easy to say that, and the thought scares me, of course, but I still know that I'm going to die someday. Now, I don't want to die right now. I have dreams and aspirations, but so do everybody. And some people don't get to meet those aspirations, and I'm very fortunate to be here today. So I think just realizing that we are going to die and accepting that, and then living your life as if you're going to die every day. That is hard to do, because I can lay in my bed all day and enjoy my life. But what if I had a heart attack and I died right there? Would I be satisfied? No, I wouldn't. But that's besides the point. You just have to come to terms with it.
Yeah. Fucking. You can go, Matt.
I just said yeah. I was just agreeing.
Yeah. But yeah, I always tell people that I don't plan on doing much, just making a career out of the military, but I don't know if that's all I want to do. Like, I don't know if I want to go to college. I don't know if I want to play sports again. It's really iffy.
Honestly, I wish I would have done, and wishing can't do anything. But I think if I would have done like sports or something like that, I probably could have done good in basketball or some shit.
You're pretty tall.
Yeah,
you're tall enough. You can do it.
I think that people, when you're good at something and you really strive, like Michael Jordan. All right, I'll use him as a great example, dude. Michael Jordan,
The GOAT.
The GOAT. The man's work ethic and the way he carried himself. Like, he was, if you guys haven't seen it, you guys should definitely watch the Michael Jordan documentary, because it is amazing.
The Last Dance was really good.
Yeah, it was very good. And it just goes through this whole story of just, man, like he was the most popular man on the planet at one time, and he had to deal with that, with going through his own personal issues and having to have all this pressure on him to be the best and to be the best guy. Like, couldn't do anything wrong, man. Like, you know how much he probably wanted to go out and fucking party and shit, and he just...
Well, he did. He did a lot of gambling. There's a theory, you know how he when he retired the first time, for the 1 year that he was retired, people think that it was a suspension for because he was gambling on his own basketball games, because he fucking knew he was gonna win them. So
I don't think that, but see, I don't think that was a gambling problem. I think that if you're just doing it on your own games and you're just doing it playfully, there's nothing wrong with that. He's the best. Of course he's gonna want to bet on himself. Like that, I don't think that he had a gambling problem. I think that people are just overreacting about that, because I don't know. Oh shit, my chair just fucking went down all the way.
Man had a midlife crisis in the middle of his conversation.
Bro, look at that. You're proving us right, man. You can die at any time. Chair just trying to take you out.
I know, right? It's my time, bro. Do not resuscitate. Don't call the cops.
I'm not close enough, so you're kind of fucked.
You can still call them.
No.
You can be across the country. I think that's cool as hell. You can be across the country, and if you know somebody's in danger, you can call somebody, and that shit will get taken care of.
There's this kid that lived in Australia, and he had a fucking stroke, and his friend on Xbox called the cops, and he fucking lived. It's fucking nuts.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta wonder how he knew he was having a seizure, but hey.
Well,
I mean, you can probably hear it.
Yeah, fuck.
They usually go.
No, I think I had an ex that her brother would have seizures, and she more described it as like just a sound that he would make. It was like.
Yeah, it's usually just
weird like that.
It's It's pretty much just your muscles retracting. And
Yeah, it's just everything's just kind of going on and off. So it is more of like just a constant moaning, which you can still hear that.
who was that
It's
chick
scary to
that
see.
had the seizure at school, Jaden, last year?
I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention.
It was Chester's sister, I think.
I definitely don't talk to people named Chester. I'm sorry. If your name's Chester,
I don't talk to any
you need to get
funny
off.
named Chester, bro.
He's
If your
he's
name is
annoying.
Chester, I
Chester,
know
get
it's
away
Chester's
from me.
chicken. All right,
Look,
nigga.
if your name's Chester, go ahead and watch the podcast, but don't talk to me.
Don't talk to us.
I don't know.
Like, you can leave a comment saying how you hate us and your name is Chester. Go ahead. Please do. But, if your name is Chester, you're a bitch. Just
Or
alienated like 17 people, bro.
Yeah, or Hunter.
God.
Or
I mean,
Emily.
Hunter's got a lot more variation.
If you're a blonde hunter, you're no.
No, I
If you're
can't
under,
stand
you
you.
have
Get out of
blonde
my
hair.
comment section.
I've never met a blonde Hunter.
Dude,
I
I
have.
have in elementary school, and he was the most annoying fucking kid.
Anybody
Oh
named
my-
Hunter is automatically annoying. I'm sorry. You can't be normal if your name's Hunter. You grew up in some backwood country where
You wear camo hats with deers on them. I don't want to.
You
Yeah,
might as
like-
well just have your name be like Seabiscuit or ATV or something. Like,
Got that country brisket.
yeah, people
Is your
really
fucking
think
name.
that names don't influence any, but they really can influence your personality. It's
Yeah.
not really like
dude.
it just
they can.
happens.
Like if my name was Juancito, okay, let's just put it like that. Like I don't have any problem with that name, but I definitely get
A lot more Hispanic.
a lot more Hispanic.
I mean, he already fucking
Yeah.
only talks to his grandfather in Spanish, so.
That's just
Yeah,
because his grandfather is fluent in Spanish.
No, actually, my first language was Spanish, and then it just when I moved to the States, it got way worse. If people don't know, I was born in Florida, but I moved to DR when I was really young, and then we
Just
came
say the
back.
Dominican Republic.
Okay,
DR.
whatever.
Well, for those
then
who
we
don't
come
know,
back
DR
like
is
a
the
year-
Dominican Republic.
Oh my goodness! And then we came back a year later, and yeah, I only spoke Spanish. But now I guess I'm very Americanized, so I only speak English and I can barely speak Spanish, which sucks. 'cause
Sorry,
I
you can
get
still-
some bad Latinas, but they don't like me now.
Baddies. No, it's because
Hey, look, man, you're
Dominicans
just gonna
speak
pull out
stupid
Just
Spanish.
a bit of Spanish.
Wow, man.
Wow, Chris. Whoa.
Spanish, but man,
Spanish is
That hurts.
Spanish, alright? It's a regional
You
dialect.
cannot-
Spanish.
You
Okay, I
cannot
know
tell
Puerto
me-
Rican Spanish, but that's just because
Yeah,
that's
you-
what I was taught
Dude,
by.
school Spanish is so retarded.
It's-
Have you
yeah,
ever
no.
like?
I spoke for a long time. I was with this wonderful woman. My bad, I dropped my laptop case.
Why
I
did
was
it sound
just-
metallic?
Why is it
It's
not on
very-
your laptop?
I took it off. It's dirty. I was around this very sweet old. I think she was. I
Matthew
believe
and
she
the
can.
Bells?
No. She was a nanny for my dad's girlfriend at the time. Long story. Anyways, I was around her a lot. And so, when I first started talking to her, I was just talking in my school learned 2 years of Spanish, and oh boy, that was awful. And I got better. I learned more dialect, and I think I'm a lot better at understanding now than I was. So ass at speaking.
I do want to learn sign language. I love sign language so much. I think that That's gonna be my next thing that I'm gonna try and learn.
It's
'cause-
just gang signs for deaf people.
I think
Okay.
gang signs are just gang signs for deaf people. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
I ain't
think
never
it
seen a
changed.
deaf person throwing up blood or crip. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, because
You think they what?
do you think they have time to
makes-
be in a gang?
Yeah, you think
Yes.
they have the time to
Yes.
sell like drugs and shit? No,
They're gonna hard enough
they don't have time for that.
time just
Sure they
being
do.
deaf.
They're trying to
Like,
figure out.
They don't have time.
Fucking, yeah, they're trying to learn how to do sign language and work in school. What?
And be deaf. Like
Yeah,
it's
just be
hard
deaf.
enough.
Trying to figure
let
out how to
alone
be
be-
deaf.
A gang. Like, do you think these gangs are super inclusive, Chris?
Yes.
Do you think they have Do you think they have interpreters in the middle of turf
Yes.
wars or some shit? Like, yeah, we're pulling up to somebody else's block, but you know, let's bring his interpreter. Like, no.
What the?
They just bring disabled. They have a disabled sector of the gang.
It's like
They-
the
they-
Paralympics.
Nah, the fucking OG has Down syndrome.
Bro. No.
Okay, we gotta move away from
but-
this. It's starting to get kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But-
Don't cancel us.
Yeah, don't cancel.
Man, they can
I
cancel.
don't care if you try to cancel me. By the way, you.
By the way, my Twitter username is @VaporSync. You'll see some weird shit on there, bro. Go ahead,
Matthew,
cancel
you,
me.
you didn't
Try.
tweet me back, bitch.
do it.
Go ahead, @VaporSync923 on Twitter. Go ahead, cancel me. Please do. Start a
Here, I
hashtag. I
got
don't
you.
know.
Let me tweet you real quick.
What? I think that languages are pretty cool, and like the fact that we even have different languages as a people is insane. Like,
Bro, it's so crazy that people can just like look at something and go, "Yeah, bro, that's cum." Okay, that's what it's gonna be called. Like, man,
what?
like that's crazy.
I was trying to be serious.
Like,
Bro, that is true though. Who the fuck?
two
came
people
up with
can look at one thing and call it completely different names. Like, and they both think they're right, and nobody's right, but everybody's
Who named
right.
it semen, bro?
Like, who
named it
decided that the thing that you yoink out of a cow's titties is called milk?
semen?
You know?
First of all, who decided to yoink the titty first?
Yeah. First off,
Who,
What
who
were
in
you
their
doing?
experimented
right
and
mind?
drank it?
What were
I
you
have
doing?
to wonder what that guy
Wait,
did
no, no, no.
who pulled on a
Hold on.
cow's udders and realized you could get milk from it. What else did that guy do?
So, so they probably saw that the baby cows were getting the milk from there. That's
And then they saw
never
that the
thought about it that
actual
way.
babies were getting milk from the people titties.
yeah. Okay, I've never.
So I mean,
thought
it's a
about
logical progression,
logical.
but it's kind of
still,
funny to think that that guy was just
I-
fiddling around with a cow for a while.
Yeah, he was
and
just-
realized
You gotta
that, oh,
think,
He's
shit,
just
I
trying to
can do
figure out
this.
how to milk this.
You gotta think, did he ever jerk off a fucking bull? Like, trying to get
Well,
milk.
there's some milk, but it got very angry. There's also like not that much, and it's really thick. Not good for drinking. High in protein. High in protein.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah,
protein.
very high.
Actually, Red Bull taurine is a chemical found in bull semen. Fun fact.
Oh boy.
Red
It's
Bull?
since been artificially made. Yeah, taurine, the main ingredient in a lot of energy drinks, was first found in bull semen, I believe. Now, quote me on that if you want, but I might be
When I
wrong.
drink Red Bull,
Fucking.
I am
You're
drinking-
drinking cum.
oh yeah.
Hot, steamy bull cum.
All right, I think we should move on from this.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Back to the languages. I can't even talk about it, bro.
Yeah, hold on, wait, we gotta circle back. Milk, leche. Go, continue.
Leche. Nah, bro.
Is the word de comer. Gotta say it as wide as possible.
Somebody's gonna get offended because of that. Yeah.
Es hora
Good for
de
them.
comer.
Es hora de comer.
Yo soy el hombre de leche. Mi leche es muy deliciosa. ¿Quieres?
Esta, la Biblia Azteca.
Okay, let's not.
Alright, yeah, it's just nonsensical Spanish phrases. This is devolving quickly.
No, have you guys tried to even pronounce have you guys seen Russian, bro? Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
Oh my
I have a friend. Well, not really friend, kind of.
Is his name
Anyways,
Ivor?
there's this
Dimitri?
girl from Kyrgyzstan that I know.
What the?
Her name is so hard to pronounce, and I'm not gonna dox her here, but it's got like umlauts, and her last name is like 4 words. It's a lot.
Well, it's because
But
they
it makes
can
sense
say-
in her language.
Yeah, because in Russian, you can twist words around like very easily. You can use a lot of the same or a lot of the different words in the same. It's weird. Like I can't even explain it, but
Yeah, Russians also don't like use a lot of types of words that we do. Like they don't actually ask for things, and they don't have like infinitives and shit. So they just kind of go give vodka, and it makes sense.
yeah, and it makes
and
sense.
and it's meant to be. You say it in a respectful tone, but it's very simple. But it's really complicated.
And also Japanese, man. Like Japanese is such a cool language, though.
Well,
I love
so
hearing
Japanese. The thing is that it's entirely philosophical and representative. Like none of the language is literal in meaning, which is why it's so complicated with all the kanji and the different words. Because if you combine 2 words together, you get a completely different meaning, because it's all theoretical and spiritual and shit. It's all representative.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for my anime watchers out there, I think you can recognize some of the words if you hear it enough.
Yeah, I know how to
Yeah.
say titties in Japanese. I recognize that shit.
You watch too much hentai.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I know the word for brother. And
Oh,
titties.
okay.
Well, that one is used a lot. I'm actually currently watching Mob Psycho. That one is used a lot in Mob, but I hear it a lot in hentai too. So it's like.
Alright, spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't seen Naruto. This is your chance to stop listening now. I'm at the part
Just
where
skip forward like 10 seconds.
yeah, just skip forward like 10 seconds. I'm at the part where Naruto is. I think he just mastered Sage Mode, but he hasn't actually transformed yet.
Oh, you're
Okay.
getting so
Yeah, I'm
close
wait-
to the
Yeah,
good
you're
fight.
getting
Yeah, I'm
good.
waiting for the
Oh.
pain fight.
Oh, you're so close. Just like another 20 or so episodes.
Okay, so what
20?
was the point of saying that? Were you gonna segue into something, or did you just want to tell
Yeah,
us
were
how
you
far you
gonna-
were into Naruto?
Mm.
It's okay, bro. I like Naruto.
I mean, yeah, it's
Don't-
fine.
don't
Yeah, Naruto's
say it,
cool.
don't-
No,
like
I'm
Because the
just.
pain fight is amazing.
I like, yeah, no, it's good.
I love the pain fight.
Okay, so explain this. They had Killer Bee, but
Mhm.
he just turned into a tentacle? Like, what was that? Just a substitution jutsu?
Yeah,
What
it's
the fuck
just a
was that?
substitution.
Why? Okay.
Because he has like tentacles stored from like, I think it's just like actual squid tentacles. I don't think it's actually like the 8 tails tentacle. I think it's just an object he uses for substitution.
So like
Yeah,
how
he is
Naruto's
the-
is a log.
Don't know yet.
Yes. Well, it can be anything. Like, very beginning of Naruto, he used a demon wind shuriken in the
Yeah.
Kazaku fight.
You're getting into the really good. I remember when I watched the pain fight, bro.
Goddamn.
My balls were tingling. It was so fire.
I know, dude.
Like,
It was awesome.
Such a good fight. I think it's only that one and the last Naruto versus Sasuke fight is like those two are the best fights in all of And the thing is, I didn't even watch the fillers in Naruto. I binged watched it all of summer and then summer freshman year.
And Naruto's
But-
fire.
Oh no, actually no, it was 8th grade going into 9th grade year. I watched it all of that, fucking like 6 months of it, bro. Yeah, but anime is really good. The animes that I'm watching right now are
I'm trying to watch too many at once.
yeah. I'm trying to watch that one anime, the Yasuke.
It's real specific, that one.
Yeah, Yasuke is really good.
Yeah, it's the new
I haven't
anime on
even-
Netflix. if
I
you
haven't
don't
even
know.
finished the first episode, dude. I have.
So I think that the
Back.
the
Oh
voice
my god,
acting
dude.
is
Back up a
kind
little
of-
bit, buddy.
What?
You
Back up a
overblew your
little
mic for a second, Brian.
Did I? Hi, how you doing, bro? Nice to see you. No, the voice acting is kind of rushed. At least it feels like to me. But the music, oh my goodness, it is so good. The soundtrack is probably the best I've heard in a long time. But it only has 6 episodes, which is some bullshit.
I mean,
So-
hopefully they're coming out with the second season. I mean, I
You
haven't
know what
seen
I
all
want
of
to
it.
fucking watch?
Maybe they finish it off in 6
What?
episodes. Who knows?
I want to watch Invincible.
Invincible,
I
yeah.
keep seeing clips of that. I just don't have
Yeah,
Prime
on
Video.
TikTok.
Dude, I've watched a lot of clips just to, like, I feel like I know the almost whole story, and then I watched a video on YouTube. I don't know the YouTuber's name. I'm not gonna like say anything, but fucking it like tells Nolan's story. If you guys don't know, that's the dad of Invincible. And bro, it is so good. Like the comic is really good, and just the show, like that first episode was fucking insane.
I gotta watch it. I'm probably gonna use a pirated website. Don't do that shit, children. It's illegal.
Don't do
Hey, yo,
that. but if
never-
you
never
wanna do
pirate-
that,
never pirate videos.
123movies.com. No.
123 movies doesn't even work.
Yeah, one of the
No,
movies is
There's
busted.
some.
I use.
There's some that work.
Don't tell what you use. No. You don't use
No.
anything.
Hey,
Okay.
I
here,
haven't
I'll
used-
type it.
no,
I'll
no,
type
no.
it in the
Mm.
general.
No. But my mom has a fucking Fire Stick, like the
Probably broken. Or
yeah. Well, no, we just have Amazon Prime, so I can watch it.
Yeah,
right
we have
now,
Prime
but
Video, so I can just.
I'm
sign
too
up.
lazy to plug it up to my TV. I really don't care.
yeah, I had Prime Video for a little bit, but my mom was just using a trial because we're broke. But
Bro, I'm fucking blasted right now.
I smoked a little bit.
Yeah, the recording's kind of gone into slight shambles, but this is fine. This is entertaining.
Bro, this is what it should be. This is what podcast should be. Should be
Just
Yeah,
personal
straight
shit.
topics.
Just us, a
fuck
bunch of guys
those.
talking.
And you know what? If people want to listen, people can listen. Hell, you at home, join in on the conversation. Respond to us. We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to us
Hey,
in the comments.
go
I
ahead. Say
promise.
something right now.
that-
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah. Talk to us. Actually,
Bro,
no.
that's
how was
a
your day?
great point. That's a great point.
How was your day? Tell me how was your day. Bro, that's crazy. And if it was bad, I'm sorry, but if it was good, bro, keep going. You're living a good life, brother. Okay.
I
Anyway.
live my best life.
Bro, we gonna have to cut that out. That's gonna get a DMCA right there. Thank you, Chris.
Oh, boy.
Really
No,
copyright
just
strike?
don't even edit it out. Just fucking bleep it. They're gonna think I said
I'll bleep
something
it
really fucking racist. Because it's
I
like
mean, we
all
can do-
sentence
If
bleep.
if Jaden wants to, he can just splice it together to make you say every racial slur.
Oh yeah. I can make
I mean,
everybody-
why would he do that when I can just do it right?
Oh, and
No.
for those of you at home, Jaden is that as the audio. I'm the one that puts the videos together. Chris shows up.
Chris shows up
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
Chris
he just looks
Chris
at us
helps.
while we edit.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
always
much.
here.
Yeah, that's that. I'm not even gonna lie. For those of you at home, I'm the reason. I need to get louder. My mic's not picking it up. For those of you at home, I'm definitely the reason that the last episode was late, and for that I must apologize because my rendering
It
time
was
is
late
last
by
awful.
like
episode-
5 minutes.
By the way,
It
guys,
was
that
fine.
last episode was the only episode that's not going to be uploaded on a Sunday because of
Well,
Matthew's
hopefully.
choice.
I can't say it's guaranteed to not be uploaded on a Sunday, but it took
We'll-
way
we'll
longer to export than it should have.
Definitely try to get this one up this Sunday.
Yeah, I ran into issues with the
If it
editing
doesn't happen,
software and
I am
shit.
sorry.
If it doesn't come out on Sunday, we're changing the uploading schedule. That's what that is. It's gonna be Mondays.
It's gonna be Mondays, yeah.
It's gonna be Mondays. Like, God dang. No, it shouldn't have any problems with this upload. Now that I actually know what I'm doing with the software.
But a
But-
quick message for our viewers and listeners out there.
Drugs
Please
are
give
fun.
us feedback. No, please give us feedback on our videos. We would love to hear it. And if you'd like to like the video or subscribe, we'd appreciate that too. Or if you just want to listen, bro, just listen. It's all good.
Watch time is
Everything
great.
helps.
You know, any kind of support you guys can
We're
give,
not-
you know, feedback,
We're not
anything we
monetized
can do
yet. You won't get
better.
any ads.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we're
you'll
not
still get ads
monetized.
from YouTube, but you know, that's not our
Yeah.
fault.
Today
here
we're
for you.
sponsored by absolutely fucking nobody.
I guarantee you, the viewer, we will only put a max of 1 mid-roll. Alright? That's a promise. That's a promise.
Somebody's gonna clip that, and we're gonna have 2 one day, and they're
Somebody-
gonna be like,
yeah,
"You
so we're gonna-
lied."
Accidentally have 2, and then that's it. We're done
We're
for.
gonna-
Nah, we're not in it for any sort of money. We're just here to talk and vibe
Well,
with y'all. Chris, we don't make any money.
yeah. Who knows? Maybe we
But
will.
I guess this feels like a good place to wrap her up then. Since we've been going for this long and we're talking to the viewers. Well, I'll outro this one. Fuck it. Thank
If
you
we
so much
start
for
making-
listening and tuning in. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, comment if you think we should do anything different, anything we can do any better. Thank you guys so much for watching. And
Give us suggestions.
yeah, like legit, any feedback is great, very appreciated. But we love you all for watching.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yeah. Okay, Craig, get the fuck out of here!